Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center and the 501c3 nonprofit organization, Frederick Friends of Our County Animal Shelter, better known as Focus, released a new program in January of 2019 called Project Hope.
Project Hope's mission is to reduce the number of animals entering the shelter and to help keep pets in their homes when that is appropriate and possible.
Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center and Frederick Friends of Our County Animal Shelter try their best to make sure that the animals leaving the shelter permanently stay with their new adopted families. This effort is performed by conducting background screenings and interviews with the adopters, but sometimes the adopted animal returns to the shelter.
A lot of animals are surrendered to shelters across the country because people just are not aware of the resources out there. Here in Frederick County, about 50% of our intakes are from previous owners, people that have pets, and sometimes it's short-lived. They've had the pet maybe 2 or 3 weeks and they're giving up. I think some people will surrender animals that they've had for the animal's whole entire life, 10, 11, 15 years, and they just simply don't want it or don't know how to deal with behavior issues that might be occurring.
Behavioral issues isn't the only reason why people consider surrendering their pets.
One of the things that we try to do overall is reduce the number of owned animals that are turned into our shelter. We get animals that are turned in for various reasons. Moving and allergies are probably the 2 main reasons. Other reasons are behavior issues. The cat that they've had for 10 years doesn't use the litter box properly anymore. The neighbors are complaining because the dog is barking too much. So there's just a variety of reasons why people seem to throw their hands up and they feel the need to turn in their animal to the shelter.
And that is why Project Hope was created. Project Hope provides resources and information for concerned pet owners.
If somebody needs help, they can go to our website, www.focus.org, and click on Project Hope. There's a lot of information there, and they can just click on their area of interest, and it directs you to all kinds of different resources and other organizations. But if that doesn't solve the problem, or if you're just in a state where you need somebody to take you by the hand and help you find the resources that you need and help you resolve the problem, you can email us at project.hope.frederick@gmail.com, and we will respond. Our volunteers will respond within 24 hours. We try to help address each of the major reasons why people would consider giving up their pet. Frederick County Humane Society, Animal Welfare League, Uniting to Save Animals, otherwise known as U2SA, and the shelter, and a number of other organizations and clinics have programs for low cost or even free spay-neuter. Some of those same organizations have programs to help people with the cost of veterinary expenses. Maybe it's something unexpected that you weren't prepared for, or you're just having a difficult time with expenses. A lot of people are experiencing behavior issues with their animals and are struggling with that. Sometimes people feel that they're the only ones whose dog is lunging at other dogs on walks, or they're the only ones whose cat is having litter box problems, and they may not know that help is out there. Sometimes all they need is advice and to be pointed towards the most helpful resources online, and sometimes they may need help from a professional trainer or behaviorist. And I should add that rehoming is another thing that we can help people with.
So why should pet owners seek help from Project Hope before considering surrendering their pet to the shelter?
Sometimes even the sweetest, most wonderful companion animal, when it arrives at the shelter is a stressful place. And if they're in a kennel or a cage suddenly for the first time, surrounded by unfamiliar people and lots of dogs barking, they tend to be more likely to get sick. They get stressed out. The stress affects their health, and it can also affect their behavior.
Questions about cats, dogs, or other types of animals, Project Hope will do everything they can to give pet owners the best answer.
Most of the animals that we take in are traditional pets, so cats and dogs. Asking questions is always a good start. So if you have a question about your guinea pig or ferret, Project Hope folks, they're all volunteers. So if they don't know the answer, they'll contact us. Again, it's a very collaborative effort between Focus and the shelter.
If you would like more information about Project Hope, visit Frederick Friends of Our County Animal Shelter's website at ffocas.org or call Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center at 301-600-1546.